get here.
What's up, Blue?
Doing good. How's it going?
Trying to invite people for you here.
Jesus loves you, man. I've been doing that for the last 10 minutes and I'm just like, crap. I think I'm really kicking myself because most of the people I have right now are at other events.
It is Friday. There we go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ugh. And it's about to be summertime for some people.
That's true too. King, I forget. Are you from Canada?
Hell no.
Oh, you're American?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Full
Sorry, I
blooded
have
and
to.
own guns and everything.
There you go. There you go. USA. USA.
I have three now.
Well, there you go, dude. That's
I
so
bought
American.
I bought my first pistol the other week.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's
I don't
funny. It it
particularly.
it took fucking the yeah, I can't talk now. The tangerine tyrant to make me go. You know what? I think I need a gun.
I had that exact same thought, right? But so here's a messed up law, and this applies to I think 6 other states other than mine. So if you have a medical marijuana license, you cannot own a
Hmm.
firearm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that until after I got it. So I'm like on a list and I can't own a gun, and that's kind of like against the law. Like they can't do that.
Yeah. I'm funny. The NRA isn't all over that.
Oh no, so the NRA actually has a lawsuit pending right now, but they're you so and keep in mind, right? I can't wait to hear the results of this because if they win, I actually get a settlement and so does everyone else who owns a Medicard.
Ah.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
no,
like
like
what about like hunting gear? Like, are you allowed to have a rifle or?
so apparently the law is, right? Because there's hunting clubs like in my old area. I can
Hmm.
join the hunting club, I could fire the gun, I could do all that shit, but legally I cannot own the gun.
Huh?
Yeah,
Where
right?
are
Like
you
I have
from?
northeast.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. I'll tell you like specific like when the cameras aren't rolling.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to like. That's really weird.
So Pennsylvania has that same law. It's like
Oh really?
the
Well, we don't
entire
have.
northeast. Oh yeah, go
Oh,
ahead. Yeah, yeah.
really? That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It bleeds over into certain like western states, but the ones that are pro weed are adopting this whole yeah, you could have weed, just no gun.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather have.
I would
Well,
rather have a
somebody.
gun.
Yeah, I'd rather have. I'd rather have a pothead with a gun than a fucking drunk with a gun.
Exactly, exactly. Because the pothead won't even like he's too lazy to load the gun.
Hello, Ifa.
Hey, how you
Hello.
doing?
I don't know
Good. How are
why, but
Amazing.
your
you?
name reminds me of a Final Fantasy character. What was her name?
Tifa? Tifa.
Tifa.
Oh
That's what it
my
is.
God. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. I haven't played that in forever.
Oh
I
my
stopped playing
gosh.
after
Yeah.
13. At 13 was just so much talking, and I never played
I'm
again.
gonna be honest with you, right? I
13. I stopped at
played
7.
from 7 to oh god, that's the first one. I played
It's
from
well, the first,
7.
yeah, the first seven were the bomb.
Oh
The
my
new,
You're showing
god.
the
your age
newer
there,
ones,
Chemical.
yeah.
Dude, I am showing my age. So I did actually play like 1 through 6 like in high school just because they were easier to get when I was like grown up then. Like I think for you guys it was 1, 2, 3, but 3 is actually 6. I don't
Yeah.
know. Um
Yeah.
On the original fucking Nintendo.
yeah, yeah,
Kiss my
But
yeah.
all
ass.
Nintendo.
the newer ones, they're just all talking, all
I gotta
talking.
be
Yeah.
so honest with you, right? I hated those newer ones because what they lacked really was like, that you said all the talking, like there was talking in the other ones, but it was like it felt more justified. Like it
Yeah, it
felt
wasn't
more
as
like,
bad. Like you could just skip
yeah,
through it quick. The
Well,
yeah,
newer
that was the
ones, like,
thing.
it's hard to
You had
skip
to
through it.
read back in the day. You read the shit, so you read the game at your speed. I remember going
yeah,
in and like, you need to speed this up,
Shit,
max
I just
speed for
played
the
the
fucking
damn game.
text.
yeah, yeah.
You figure it out
Seriously,
when you figure it out. You don't even need to read the shit.
yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean,
dude,
you had
it's
guidebooks. We didn't have the internet to tell us what to do. You had to look through a guidebook to find the shit. You're like,
yeah,
oh, damn, all right,
genuinely.
let's go.
King,
There was
I'm young enough to the internet was useless to me for guides like until I think 2008
oh my
or
god,
6. Yeah, no, I had books until then.
I remember Fantasy Star 3, the
Oh
Generations
my
game.
god.
Yeah,
I
that
went through
game.
that book so many times
There
because you
you
could just be
go.
different characters and different. Which is the best one?
There you go. There you
Who
go.
do I got to pretend to fall in love with?
King, I think they actually just remade one of the Fantasy Star games on this Steam Deck.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure because I got a bunch of recommendations for retro hits and that was one of them.
Nice. I'm about to
There are a
check that
couple
out.
of yeah, there
'Cause
are
I
a
know
couple of
they
games.
redid 7 in somewhere, and I was like,
So
I don't know if I like that.
I'm gonna be so honest with you, King. I wanted to love 7 because they have the exact same art style as that movie Advent Children, and I don't even know if you've
Yeah.
even heard of that.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you have.
I saw that in the theater.
I did too. I was like a fucking 13-year-old
Whoa.
kid, and my friends had no
Wink.
idea. Wink's
Yes.
here.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let's introduce the show and actually.
Ooh, what am I gripping here? Oh yeah.
I know. Don't grip that. It sounded way no.
Oh no!
This is all about retro gaming. You got to like, who didn't masturbate to Lara Croft?
Me.
I'm so glad I was too young for that. Like I just,
You had to pop in the nude code and everything.
There's a
dude,
nude code?
There
What the
is,
hell,
but it was
motherfucker?
fucking scary.
Nah, forget the nude. That was original modding.
Oh my god. I'm so disturbed now. I'm incredibly disturbed.
I
Well,
pressed
you
the
can see
wrong
Blue
button.
forgot how to use the buttons.
I did because my controllers are
Up,
fucked.
down,
Down, left, right, B, A, select.
I mean, are they not labeled?
Oh, introducing tonight we have solo retro
Me.
reviews starring yours truly and the very, very, very hard-working, handsome, and wearing the Bruce Banner outfit. Give it up for King Nothing.
Oh, that's me. Hey,
You're so pretty.
I'm a sexy
Well-
bitch.
Yep. Yep. Alrighty.
I actually like this music. Oh,
Yep.
Oh no.
And here I go. About to go on the stage for truth, justice, and the rights of gamers. So, I need to talk about this because I just need to talk about this. So there's been a recent price intake that has happened, and when I say price intake, I mean Nintendo is, God, they're setting the standard for the next generation in the worst way possible. Hello, DTS guy. What's good? We're gonna talk about video games tonight. Before I go into retro games, oh yeah, he's not about it. Before I go into retro games, Nintendo, they announced the Switch 2 is gonna be $500 with Mario Kart number whatever, and $450 with no games at all. $450, and there's not even a fucking demo game. Guys, what's the problem with this? What's the problem with this? The problem is, right, the PlayStation 5, guys, this literal console that I paid $500 and something for, and I'm okay with that. They came with a fucking game. That came with, I think, The Last of Us or something. Good game. It was all right, but it needs to come with a fucking game. That's my fucking point. And then we get on to the games, right? Games for the Switch 2 are going to be $90 physical,
ew.
$80 digital. Let me repeat that for the back. The video games for the Nintendo Switch 2 are going to be $90 physical and $80 digital. Do you know what could easily have solved this problem for fucking everybody involved? Why aren't the
Mario
digital?
Brothers.
Yes. Well, they didn't announce. They announced Mario Kart. They did.
I'm just
Why
kidding.
didn't
I'm
you
so
put
sorry.
Mario
Go
in there?
No, it's okay. Wink, you're so fucking cute that when you say something, it's not like annoying. It's just like an aw.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Mario.
Okay, go ahead with your thought process. I do apologize.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
No, you're okay. But what you
There we
call
go.
it? So if the digital games were $60, which for those of you who don't know is the base price for most video games right now, if the video games that were digital were $60 and the $90 games that were physical was it, there would be no issue. There's a chip shortage. It's understandable, but there is absolutely no reason to charge someone $80 for something they don't even own.
Mhm.
Mic drop.
Well,
So in lieu of
technically,
this,
you need to raise the price of that by 124%.
Yeah, I know. So actually, keep in mind, right? Keep in mind, Nintendo has
So
said this
fuck.
is the prices they had with tariffs in mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, so this was pre-tariff announced, and they had the tariffs in mind, so they are not going to raise the price upward from $500. They had this completely set because of the tariffs. And one of the Nintendo directors had said before, if there was no tariff announcement, this would be similar pricing to the Switch #1. So I cannot blame them 100% for this, but them setting the standard for video game prices is evil. It's fucking evil. You are going to
What do
spend
you?
$500, and now you have to spend like maybe $1,000 just to get 5 games.
No,
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
come with a game.
Yeah,
Absolutely. At
yeah,
least
that's
one and a demo and like
yeah. No,
Again,
you
this
guys,
is why
the
PC is the way to go.
yeah, guys. So, and we've actually done the math, or a couple of YouTube channels have done the math. The entire thing, like the Switch 2, the controllers, the games, like, so Donkey Kong would be 80 for the digital, let's say. Mario Kart, $100 for everything. Fucking the new Zelda upgrade, which is going to be $80, this is a game that came out 2 years ago, by the way. This is
I'm
nothing really has changed, and it's $80. Fucking, you know, the craziest part about this is they did that with another Zelda game that was exactly the same situation, but they sold that game for $40. Oh, so part of me wants to blame the terrorists. The other part of me wants to blame like just the way in which the industry was going, because Grand Theft Auto 5, or I'm sorry, 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be launching at $70 basic, $100 for medium tier, and $150 something for ultimate tier.
Here's the difference. I will make an argument. How
Yes.
long did you play GT5 or GTA 5 for?
That is a very good point, but here's another like point that I want to bring up. How long did you play Mario Kart for? How long did you play Super Smash Brothers for? How long did you play Legend of Zelda, like Tears of the Kingdom, or Hey Ronan? How long did you play any of these games? Like when you
None
talk
of
about the
them.
pricing, exactly. Okay, well,
I
for
know you didn't play any of those.
I
Yeah.
haven't
kidding
played
me?
a Zelda game since that fucking train one. That's when I
oh,
gave
I
up.
love Spirit Tracks. I loved that one. I think I was like 10 years old in that
And
game.
even the
out.
one before that, was that Spirits or something?
Oh yeah, Oracles of Ages and Oracles of Seasons on the Game
And-
Boy, right?
Oh no.
Oh,
The
no.
other
So there was Spirit Tracks.
the main. It was one of the main games.
Okay, we got Ocarina of Time, Twilight
No.
Princess, Majora's
No.
Mask,
No,
Skyward Sword. Fucking, are we gonna
No,
actually
that-
get into retro games at any point tonight?
well, yeah, that's where I stopped Zelda. Was at the N64.
I don't blame you, because so Zelda in 2D and Zelda in 3D are actually vastly different games. Like, the puzzle aspect of 3D Zelda is basically look around the room and, oh, there's the switch, hit it. The puzzle aspect of 2D Zelda is look around the room. Oh, there's a crack in the wall, let's throw a bomb.
That was great.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. I
Because
actually
I remember
appreciate the 2D
I
Zelda way
drew
more.
the fucking map out on a draft paper and marked all my
Wow.
little things. Oh yeah.
And I
See,
kiss
King-
girls. Yeah.
Oh my god, right? King,
Oh,
I remember, I'm right there with you. I had that little like what's that it's see-through tape or whatever that you would put over the TV, and I drew over
yeah.
and I was just like doing the hitboxes or whatever.
All
Like,
that.
it's so fucking nasty.
And this
but
is why AI loves me.
dude, AI can fucking like they could learn a lot from us.
They just
All
don't
right,
make games
so-
like that anymore.
They don't. I think
Well,
so.
I
the
lied.
first...
No, they do, but they're hard to find.
So here's a good game for any of you who want to play it. You could actually play it on your phone, and it's very similar to old games. It's called Undertale, and in this game, you do not need to kill anybody. You can go throughout the entire game and be nice, and depending on how you play, right? You kill someone, the game's getting darker. someone's gonna make like a crude joke at you and call you a fucking piece of shit because you killed that guy.
Hey.
Yeah, but if you don't kill anybody, everyone loves you. But you have to deal with the fact that everyone's going to attack you and you're going to have to deal with everyone's bullshit. But by the end of the game, right, you actually like all of these characters. It is work. First time I played this, right? The first time I played this, the girl who I was dating was just like, Blue, you cannot kill anybody. And Gamer Instinct was just like, but I have to. What are you talking about? I can't kill anybody. She was like, no, seriously, don't kill anybody. And I myself, right? So of course I killed everything.
You must.
Yeah, and then you get into like this fucking ridiculous final boss. I'm not even joking if none of you have heard of this game, right? There's this ridiculous final boss that's this character that you never even see coming that's kicking your ass, and you have to memorize this fucking puzzle. It's insane, dude. And you could play this game. I'm sure your grandkids or your kids have played it. It's fucking amazing. The Pope has played it. The Pope has played it. You know.
While he was shitting in the woods, I heard.
Yeah, actually, no. So a YouTuber literally bought the Pope this game, even though he knew he was never going to play. It was symbolic. Yeah, about like... So this game right here, it was inspired by another game, Earthbound. Anybody? No?
Oh my god, that's old.
Yeah.
Earthbound is one of my favorite games. Not only does it mix like that sort of childhood nostalgia, but it throws in that adult cynicism that just gives you just this perfect like blend of like, it feels like South Park but rated like PG, you know? Because there's a lot of crude jokes. There's a lot of references to, like, the Beatles, for example. Or is that the other? Is that the sequel?
Well, here's the difference. When you played it, you got the jokes. When I played it,
you didn't get the jokes. So the difference is, I played Earthbound when I was maybe 22 on the Super NEX Classic. And and here's a better thing, right? Nowadays, like, you could save in the middle of the boss fight, right? And you die, you don't have to go back and like get all your shit again. You don't have to like, oh, I need to go to the hotel to like heal everybody, the hospital to heal everybody. Nah, man, fuck that. We got save states. We're living in the future. Fucking yeah, no, I'm telling you, like,
kids don't
the best
know the struggle.
They don't. So I
They
actually, I showed my younger sister. I showed her one of those Sonic games, and it's on the Switch, right? And I didn't know this. You could rewind while you're playing. Like, so it gives you this sort of like TV filter, and it lets you rewind, and you could just like, instead of losing a life, you could just keep going. But this next game that I'm going to talk about does not let you do that. We're talking about Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a survival horror game where you're looking for every single neighbor like on the map, and your map comes up when you press the R button. And if you use any like sort of power-ups, or like I think one makes you as a monster that you can kill all the zombies or whatever monster, you don't get to use the map. Fuck you. Oh my god, this game is fucking awesome though. It's awesome. Like, with a mixture of good music, funny, like, sort of set pieces, and just the fact that you could play this game on your phone. I do all the time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, guys.
You didn't have the huge Sega controller. You're missing out.
Are you kidding me, King? Do you want me to take a picture of my Sega controller? I have it.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I have the Super Nintendo controller. I got the fucking NES controller. I got them all. Actually, I don't have an N64 controller because I didn't have an N64 growing up.
Oh, it's fantastic. Mario 64.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably
it's
like
one of my favorite games.
There's something really special about the PS1 era, and I want to talk to you guys about one game that I found that is hard as fuck to get, LSD Dream Emulator. So LSD Dream Emulator is a Japanese exclusive game where there is no real goal in mind and there is no real story, but you, the player, get to make up what happens essentially. So let's like put you in the stage, right? You wake up in an apartment, right? You bump into the wall. The whole screen flashes red, blue, white, or yellow, and you end up in a field somewhere. And like in the field there's a sphinx. Touch the sphinx, then you end up in like a weird clown world. And then fucking you go touch the fucking chair in the clown world's castle, and then you end up in a sumo wrestler inside out intestine place tunnels. And then there's like a fucking giant head that you go inside of, and then there's like a fucking giant, oh, I'm sorry, I scared out that person.
Why do I
Sorry.
think you just stared at a broken TV while you were tripping?
I actually recorded some of it, so like I have proof. But one of the craziest things about this game is there's a guy wearing a hat like in black who is following you. And he's everywhere, right? Like I was told he never shows up, and I've seen him like 6 times, and I only caught him on tape a couple times though. Like fucking, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. And I'm really sad that this game never had like an American port, because some of the lines of dialogue that are exclusively in Japanese are confusing, but at the same time I kind of get the gist. Like I'm pretty sure like there was a domestic violence like dream that you didn't really get to like. So in the middle of this game there are cutscenes that you don't get to skip, and you don't understand unless you understand Japanese. Yeah. There are pros and cons to this game. And yes, never beaten this. Wah, wah. All right, let's go on to the next one. A game I actually discovered semi recently, Comic Zone. So, Comic Zone is a game where you're playing as this typical 90s bro dude on the Sega Genesis, and you're busting around, doing all sorts of moves, right? But here's the catch. I was actually playing this with the Sega Genesis controller. There is one move for attack, just the A button essentially, or the B button, whatever it is. But you punch up, down, middle, and those have variations similar to Super Smash Bros. And here's the cool thing. You punch someone out of the frame and they will literally break the comic panels. That's badass.
I remember
And
that.
again, right, Comic Zone is available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and PC, your phone, everything else.
No,
He must have been playing that PCP game.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just glad that he found Jesus.
Oh, he found Jesus. He found
He
Jesus.
found Jesus. Like, fucking.
Oh, Gil did.
Yeah,
What?
my boy